Okay students, in this video we will discuss the solution of exercise 9.4. The first question is, question number 1 says, find the sum to n terms. Now it's the general question for every question. We have to find the sum of n terms of the series. The series in the first question is 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3 plus 3 into 4 plus 4 into 5 and so on up to n terms. Now we have to find the solution, that means the sum of these series. Now the series is 1 into 2, second term is 2 into 3, third term is 3 into 4, the fourth term is 4 into 5 and so on. So if I go by the pattern, I will observe that the first term is 1 into 2, second term is 2 into 3, third term is 3 into 4, fourth term is 4 into 5, and the same way the fifth term will be 5 into 6. Then if I ask what will be the 10th term, it would be 10 into 11. What would be 12th term? It would be 12 into 13. And in the same way, the nth term will be given by n into n plus 1. So you can decode the pattern and then you can find the nth term. For these types of questions, first of all we need to get the nth term. So the nth term is given by n square plus n. Now we have to find the sum of these series, which will be given by Sn, which is equal to summation of An. Now if you want to know that trick which is beside there to get the value of An, you can refer to our class notes, or you can watch the videos of our class lectures, and from there you can get the trick that how to get nth term. Now continuing on the question, Sn is equal to sigma An, which will be given by summation of n square plus n, which will be further equal to summation n square plus summation n. Now we know that summation of n square is given by n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 whole divided by 6, and summation of n is given by n into n plus 1 by 2. Now the best way to solve these questions are that first take it out common. Whichever is there, first take it out common. We can see that n into n plus 1 by 2 is common between the two terms, so we'll take it common. So we are left with 2n plus 1 upon 3 plus 1, which will be equal to n into n plus 1 by 2, and we can take the LCM as 3, so it would be 2n plus 1 plus 3, so it would be n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 4 whole divided by 6. Now we can clearly see that we can take that 2 common from this bracket, so it would be n into n plus 1 into 2 common, it will be n plus 2 whole divided by 6. Now this 2 ones are 2 3 will cancel out, so final answer is n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 whole divided by 3. So this is our final answer. I hope the solution is very clear to you. In the same way, let's proceed to the question number 2. The question number 2 says, it is also of the same type question. We have now 3 terms getting multiplied to form a first term. First term is 1 into 3, 2 into 3, that means 3 numbers are multiplied to form the first term. So second term is 2 into 3 into 4, third term is 3 into 4 into 5, and further so on. Again, if you look at the pattern here, the pattern is same here. The first term is 1 into 2 into 3, the second term is 2 into 3 into 4. So going by the pattern, we can easily find the nth term. I hope it is very clear to you that as third term is 3 into 4 into 5, fourth term will be 4 into 5 into 6, and in the same way nth term will be equal to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1. Sorry, n into n plus 1 into n plus 2. Sorry, in the flow I write it wrongly. So this would be n square plus n and n plus 2. Now if I open the brackets, it will become n cube plus 2n square plus n square plus 2n. I have simply multiplied the brackets, so it would be n cube plus 3n square plus 2 into n. So this is our final an. Now again, as we know, Sn means sum of n terms, which is summation of an, which will be equal to summation of n cube plus 3n square plus 2n, which will further become summation n cube plus, we know that the constant is never kept inside the summation, only the variable part is kept inside the summation, so it would become 3, the constant which will come out, and in the summation you will get only n square, and in the same way it would be twice summation of n. Now going by the formula, summation of n cube is given by n square into n plus 1 whole square divided by 4 plus this 3 is as it is into, now in 11th class I hope you know that dot means multiplication also. So going by the logic, summation n square means n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6, and in the same way 2 summation n is n into n plus 1 by 2. So we can clearly see 2 into this will be cancelled out, 3 ones are 3 twos are, so we can easily see that n into n plus 1 is common, so we will be left with n into n plus 1 by 4. N and n plus 1 is taken common out, so we are left with 2n plus 1 by 2 plus 1 here. Now the best or the natural way to solve this question is by taking the LCM. So LCM would be 4, it would be n into n plus 1. Now here denominator is 2, so we have to multiply numerator by 2, so 2n plus 1, and for this one the numerator is 1 and denominator is also 1, so we have to multiply it with 4. I hope you all know the basic procedure for taking LCM. So it would be n plus 1, so we will be left with n square plus n plus 4n plus 2 plus 4 whole divided by 4, which will further become n into n plus 1 into n square plus 5n plus 6. We have got our answer, but we have to give the maximum simplified answer, and for that if any quadratic term is getting further factorized, we have to factorize it. We can easily factorize with the method of splitting. So I'm going to do the method of splitting part here. N square, this 5n will be written as 3n plus 2n plus 6 whole divided by 4, which will be equal to n plus 1. Now you must be familiar with making the factors, so I'm making it directly here. So this will be our answer. I hope question is very simple and it is very clear to you. Now let's come back to question number 3. The question number 3 says we have to find the sum of n terms of the series, and the series is given by 3 into 1 square plus 5 into 2 square plus 7 into 3 square and so on. Here we need to obtain the nth term first, and we will use a trick here. The trick is there are two terms which forms a particular term. For example, first term is found by 3 into 1 square, second term is found by 5 into 2 square, and the third term is found by 7 into 3 square, and further so on. So if I break the question into two parts, that first of all I will take only the square terms. That means I am considering only 1 square, 2 square, 3 square. So the first term has 1 square, second term has 2 square, third term has 3 square. Similarly, fourth term would have into 4 square. Fifth term has something into 5 square. Sixth term will have something into 6 square. And the same way, nth term will have something into n square. Now we need to find this something. If I see clearly, the first term is 3, second term is 5, then 7. So these represent, then the next term would be 9, then 11. So if you look carefully, these represent odd numbers which starts from 3. So a general term for the general expression for an odd term is 2n minus 1. But for that, the 2n minus 1 is specifically for that which starts from 1. But if the odd number starts from 3, the general expression is given by 2n plus 1. So for 3, 5, 7, 9 and so on, nth term would be 2n plus 1. Fine. For detailed explanation, visit the class notes or the class videos. So therefore, an will be equal to 2n cube plus n square. So that implies Sn will be again equal to summation an, which will be equal to summation 2n cube plus n square, which will be equal to twice summation of n cube plus summation of n square. The next step would be equal to n square into n plus 1 whole square by 2 plus n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 whole divided by 6. Now we can take n into n plus 1 by 2 common, and we will be left with n into n plus 1 plus 2n plus 1 upon 3. Now if I take the LCM, it will be 3 in the denominator and 3n into n plus 1 plus 2n plus 1. Now the next step would be to simply open the brackets, and it will be 3n square plus 3n plus 2n plus 1 whole divided by 3. So the final answer would be n into n plus 1 into 3n square plus 5n plus 1 upon 6. So this will be our answer, as the quadratic term cannot be factorized further. Important question. MIP, most important MIQ, most important question of this exercise. Okay, so we have to find the sum of the series which contain terms as first term is 1 upon 1 into 2, second term is 1 upon 2 into 3, third term is 1 upon 3 into 4 plus 1 upon 4 into 5 and so on. So if I ask you the pattern, you can easily take the pattern and say that an would be equal to 1 upon n into n plus 1, because in the first question the pattern was same, but the only difference is the terms are in reciprocal, that means in denominator now. So now the problem here is we do the formulas which we have discussed of sigma n square and sigma n cube, they are specially designed for natural numbers. We keep in mind that the n is a natural number here, but the expression here is 1 upon n into n plus 1, so obviously it means that it is in fraction, so it will not be applicable for natural number. So we cannot apply the formulas directly here. So there is a totally different way of doing this question here. Let's see that. Now there is a concept of partial fractions which will be introduced to you in class 12 in the chapter of integration, but I have given a small demonstration of its purpose in the class videos, so please refer that also. Now 1 by n into n plus 1 by using the partial fraction can easily be written as 1 by n minus 1 by n plus 1. So basically the partial fraction is to write the denominators in the form of plus and minus, okay, in the separate terms containing plus and minus. So if you take the LCM, you will again get back the same result. So I can write an also this. Now if an is this, that means the first term a1 would be equal to 1 by 1 minus 1 by 1 plus 1, which will be 1 minus 1 by 2. Fine, because I have substituted the value of n equal to 1 in an, so I will get the first term. Similarly, a2, the second term would be 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. Third term would be 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4. Similarly, fourth term would be 1 by 4 minus 1 by 5. And fifth term would be 1 by 5 minus 1 by 6, and so on. Fine. So now I have to find Sn. Sn means summation of an. Now I cannot substitute the value of an here because the formulas which are meant to be used are not applicable here. So what I will do, I will go by the meaning of summation of an. Summation of an means the sum of n terms. Summation of an means the sum of n terms. That means a1 plus a2 plus a3 plus a4 and so on till last term, that is an. So I will simply write the values of these terms. Now as discussed above, a1 was 1 minus 1 by 2, so I will put the value of a1 as 1 minus 1 by 2, plus a2 was 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3, so I will substitute the value of a2. Similarly a3, similarly a4, similarly a5, and so on till an. An was 1 by n minus 1 by n plus 1. So if I look carefully, this minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 cancel out, minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 cancel out. Similarly this and this, minus 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5, minus 1 by 6 and plus 1 by 6 cancel out. And so that if the pattern is that every negative is cancelled by the following positive term. So this positive will be also be cancelled out, but for this negative term there are no positive term, so this will be left out, and so the first term 1 is left out. So therefore Sn, in Sn we are left with only two terms. One is 1 and the second is 1 by n plus 1. So if I take the LCM here, n plus 1 here, it will become n plus 1 minus 1. Again plus 1 and minus 1 are cancelled out, so therefore the final sum of n terms is given by n into n plus 1. So this is our answer. Fine. Now let's come to question number 5. The question number 5 is quite an exception to these types of problems, because here we are not asked about the sum for n terms, but we are asked about a limited number of terms. That means it starts with 5 square and 6 square and 7 square and 8 square, and it is end up at 28 square. Okay? So that means the unknown term is not n here, the unknown term is a definite value here. Let's find that value. So given by the pattern, an is, see the first term is 5 square, that means first term, for first term n is equal to 1. अगर आप पैटर्न फॉलो करो तो उसमें 4 ऐड हुआ, देन होल स्क्वायर. फॉर 6 it would be 2 plus 4 whole square. For 7 square, that means for third term is 3 plus 4 whole square. For fourth term it's 4 plus 4 whole square. For fifth term is, it would be 4 plus 5 whole square, and so on. So the an is n plus 4 whole square. So it would be n square plus 16. I am just opening this bracket by using the formula of a plus b whole square plus 8n. So therefore finally the an is n square plus 8n plus 16. Now we have to find Sn. Sn is summation an, which will be equal to summation n square plus 8n plus 16. So it would be summation n square, 8 is a constant, it will come out, summation n. Now this very interesting case here, we have summation 16, but we know constant is never kept in the summation, so 16 will be out, but there is no n, so we will write 1. And I have given you a separate formula of summation of 1, and that is only given for this type of question. n into n plus 1 by 2. Now summation 1, I have given it the formula as n. Again, going by the same logic, what is common? Only n is common, so we are left with n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6 plus 4 times of n plus 1 plus 16. Fine. Now we can simplify it further also, but there is no need for that, as we have to find the sum of particular terms, and the particular terms, if I go carefully, see here, the first term is 5 square, second term is 6 square, 7 square, then 8 square. Now if you closely observe that if I talk about the squares of first 20 natural numbers, that would be 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square up to 20 square. And out of these first 20 squares of first 20 natural numbers, the first 4 terms are missing. That means 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square. And the question starts with the 5 square. So that means out of the squares of first 20 natural numbers, the squares of first 4 natural numbers are missing. So that gives us there are only 16 terms left. So I can clearly see that n is equal to 16 here. So in order to find the sum, I can simply put the value of n equal to 16 here also, or I can further simplify it and then put the value. But I am putting the value here only. So S16 will be equal to 16 into 16 plus 1. It would be 32 plus 1 upon 6 plus 4 into 16 plus 1 plus 16. Now you can easily calculate it. So it would be 16. It would be 17 into 33 by 6. It would be 4 into 17 plus 16. See, now if I actually multiply it, so I will get the result as, either you can do it in rough work or you can get it by step-by-step multiplication. I will follow the step-by-step multiplication here. Now it would be 16 upon, now 17 into 33 would be 561 upon 6, 4 into 17 is 68, and 68 plus 16, I am directly doing it, is 84. Fine. So there is some problem with the pen. Which is further equal to, let's take the LCM here. The pen is not working. The LCM here is 6. So it would be 5, 61 plus, now 84 into 6. 84 into 6 is 504. Now 16 into 561 plus 504 is 1065 whole divided by 6. So it would be 2 8s are 2 3s are. So it would be 3 3s are 9, 1 carry on, 3 5s are 15, and 3 5s are 15. So it would be 355 into 8. Now 355 into 8 will be equal to 2840. So this will be our answer, 2840. So this is our answer, 2840. So in this video we will do this, we'll do up to this question number 5 only, and in the next video I will solve the further 5 questions. Thank you very much. Keep liking the video, keep subscribing the channel, keep sharing the videos among your friends.